Could put it on, but
Thank you.
I just didn't see.
Last time we came here, we didn't quite make it in here.
Yeah. Of course.
Feel like in a Top Gun.
Hey, honey.
Matt.
Yeah, and this is our jet. Feel free to walk up and down the stairs and look in the cockpit. There's a between the knees. There's a yellow and black handle. Don't pull that handle, and don't get inside. And please don't flip any switches. But you're welcome to go up on the stanchions.
I'm gonna pick a beat.
In a video?
No. Oh, this, yeah.
Look your kids.
Yeah, right. Now, do you get to ride the 38s very often, or are you
I actually
mostly
took-
WB?
I just started my training again. I took myself out before my space flight because it takes a lot away from your training. So they said, hey, we're offering people that are flying long duration to kind of take yourself out of the flying program, so you don't have to maintain the minimums and do all the check rides and stuff. You can focus more on your space flight. So I did that, and I came back and I flew WB-57, and my first flight is actually Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
First getting requalled in the jet. So
Okay, cool.
it's really a pretty simple jet, and it's we have a glass cockpit now, but the mechanics of the thing are pretty much 60s, 70s kind of technology. Very, very.
I've seen NASA 904 and 905.
My grandfather was Air Force back in the 50s and 60s.
He probably
and
flew T-38.
he was in the first T-38 into Reese Air Force Base.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
Lubbock.
That's
So
awesome.
He's got a real love for him.
Is your grandfather still alive?
Yeah, he's
You should
80.
send him a picture of it.
Yeah, I'm going to. He's gonna flip.
And Nate, let me show you the. This will designate the year that it was actually built. And all of these were probably
60s, 70s.
So here's 66. So this is 66
Hold on.
model.
Can you point at that real
Oh, yeah.
quick? Nice. Yeah, these ceased production in what, 72, something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And they're just in crazy good shape for how old they are.
No, well, this place when I first walked in.
These are what Pop flew in.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you could like $2 for almost, I mean, and
It's NASA.
it's just
That's what I
it is
mean.
NASA. That's I mean, they're very, very particular about their airplanes. For sure. I was going to point out to you guys that these are all former Air Force jets, and then the serial number, that's the year that the jet was actually built. So this is a '66 model. So. Oh, those are the crew chiefs. So the names on there are the people that are the crew chiefs that are responsible for this jet. So.
No, you don't want to be walking around.
like freak me.
Can you get a couple of pictures of me on it?
Yeah. You know what I need to do?
You
It'd
want
be cool
a
if
couple?
somebody got a picture of you and one on each side. I'd want your picture taken up there.
Yeah. Do you want to get this out? I'll get that one.
Yeah.
Hey, Libby.
Yeah.
After this, can you get one of me and Allie up here? She's gonna climb up there. I'll get over here. Oh, get one more for him. Get one more for him so I'm not in the shot.
Bye, buddy. We've all spent a lot of time together in a hangar, ironically.
Yeah. Yep. Would you have it any other way?
What do you think from the front? Or?
Yeah, no, that's good.
Oh. All right, 1, 2, 7. All right, are you gonna do the couple thing and kiss over the plane?
Do you want to?
Are you serious?
Yeah, sure.
I know enough couples that do stuff like that. I have to ask. Oh, I hadn't thought of it.
Let us know when you're ready.
I don't know if I can reach. I'll take it when you're ready. Ready?
Go.
Go. I could wait. Thank you. You gotta have a couple of those.
That's good. Ah.
It's 180 hours a year. As you can imagine, they have 40 astronauts. And so it's, and then we have our cadre of people that are instructors and things like that. So yeah, these are old jets. On these guys are on the left side is a serial number.
66. Yeah.
I'm bound and determined not to trip on any stairs this time.
It's got the plane. Thank you. Yeah. So Pat flew that.
Mm-hmm.
Not that exactly. Is it?
He was a backseater.
In a T-38.
I need to go back and figure out which of these was escorting 905.
Sure, you could do that.
Yeah. Couldn't be too hard.
Yeah, I bet it's hot as hell in here in the summer.
Oh yeah, the Houston humidity. But that's when they get these massive fans going. Yeah.
That's what made me think of that. I'm like,
The-
ooh, that's not good.
It'll work.
Wide open, or well, closed.
Oh, they just gotta open them. How's it going, guys?
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
You're like over 40 years old. 40. Yeah. So
Don't look it.
Can you see on the side?
little printing on the side. That's the Air Force serial number on it. That's when the aircraft was manufactured. So this one is 1967 model.
I would never have thought that. They were
The Swedish airplanes. The Swedish airplanes in the world. The aircraft is old.
Yeah.
That's so good. So good.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you have any questions, West Southcott, training man. Nice to meet you, Allison. Where you guys from? You're Allison too? Allison?
I'm Jeff.
Jeff, good to meet you.
Nathan.
What is it?
Nathan.
Nathan. Nice to meet you.
I'm from Atlanta. Yeah.
Atlanta. And you're here with what kind of a group?
Gathering the site.
Friends.
Yeah. Hanging out with him.
Fans.
Hanging
He's
out
giving
with
us
him.
the
So you're
inside
from
tour.
Atlanta.
I am from Atlanta.
And you're all from Atlanta?
No.
From South Florida. Live in DC now.
We're here.
Fort Lauderdale.
Little Rock, man.
The cruise capital of the world,
Cruise
right?
capital,
Yeah.
right.
I love it, yeah. And you're from?
Oh, I'm from Texas mostly.
Same.
That's good.
My wife.
Yeah, we're married.
Yeah, I drove down from Little Rock yesterday.
How long of a drive is that?
About 8 hours. Yeah. About my limit for driving and not flying.
Well, this guy will be able to answer anything you want.
Yeah.
This technical stuff.
Appreciate it, man.
You know what the warship that was doing the flyover and when they're landing this one?
You're from Atlanta?
I am.
I used to live in Alpharetta.
Oh, really? My parents live in Roswell.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I lived from time I was little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly.
Beautiful area. I miss it.
It's great. You have everything you need within a certain, little
Oh, yeah.
confined area. And it's great. I live now in Buckhead.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I've heard of that.
right outside the
I
city.
see them on house hunters all the time.
Look at that.
I know. I live in a condo off Lenox Road, which is like the hub for all craziness. But it's such a great location. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't need it.
If I,
You have like urban and then rural. It's all right there.
Exactly.
It's really
And
cool.
my place. Oh, I don't think I have any pictures anymore. I lost
Did you
my phone
see,
back in October, and I lost all my pictures of my place.
My comment on your
So it's really
post the other day where I said I saw N1.
Yes.
Registration N1.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
That's
I just
awesome.
I saw it at Reagan a number of years ago.
Wow.
N1. Like, that's the granddaddy of all N numbers.
Uh-huh. That's perfect.
It was it's a small FAA Gulfstream. It was pretty cool. Not as cool as this.
Safety third, man.
What?
Safety third.
Safety third? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Safety last.
See,
Safety third, because everybody forgets about safety when it's first.
you were asking about Sophia. That jet was manufactured, I think it's 77, and it's a 77 SP. Carried jets for Pan Am and United.
To see some inside stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
We'll go down. I'll take you down to through the engine shop.
Okay.
We've got some engines tore apart, jet engines tore apart. And stuff. We have something we don't normally do. Is that okay, me? We have
You're
some
gonna be okay.
WB-57, which is our long-wing, high-altitude
Jet engine.
weather aircraft.
Like a lot of
And
wind.
we pulled an engine off it that we're shipping out.
Do what?
It's stripped off a bunch of stuff. That's really
you know
cool.
how jet engines
That's
work, right?
awesome.
Like some.
You like to follow me?
It's so bad.
It is. It's terrible.
It is terrible. But this guy's wearing a chest deal.
Yeah, now you got that on video.
Yeah.
Thanks.
How well it'll hear you, we don't know.
Yeah, that's okay.
But see, they refit. NASA picked up the jet in the mid '90s, and they refitted they built the door specially on it.
Now this section of the hangar here, these are periodic inspections. 450 flight hours. Every 450 flight hours,
Yeah.
you schedule these aircraft to come in. It's kind of like taking your car in for a 30,000 mile, a 60,000 mile, and so 450, 900, and so on up to 1,800 hours, and do some really magic stuff. I mean, there's points where we pull wings off, pull landing gear off. These aft sections right here, we pull those out, pull the engines out. This is called a boat. That goes in there, and we inspect all the fire loops. I mean, it's just a lot of inspection. Wes would probably know.
So do they consider the checks and everything?
Yeah,
like
like
FA,
A
like
check,
A-check,
B check, C check, B check. Yeah, that's why we have 4 phases. We call them a minor, a major minor, a minor major, and then a major. But it's A check, B check, C check. 450, 900, and so on. And up through the D check. The D check is the most serious. That's the really
I'll have to check it out.
where we pull wings off. Check for corrosion up in the wing box where they attach to the aircraft itself. So that's one reason that these airplanes are so old, still look so good, but still fly so good. This guy flies it. Fly pretty good.
Yeah, they fly great.
I mean, any aircraft that's this old that you could
Ferrari or something.
that you can light the afterburner at 40,000 feet. That's pretty cosmic. That's pretty cosmic. There's not a lot of air up there. Okay, let's go.
Break something out.
Check it. On Twitter or Facebook?
Nate, remind yourself to breathe as we go.
Yeah.
What'd you say? What do you mean?
I didn't.
Oh, it's beautiful out here. It's like shed my jacket.
It's Texas in winter.
It is Texas.
Don't even tell me that. It's 12.
That's actually why I
at home.
really enjoy living here.
I'm gonna cry when I have to leave.
I'm never leaving Texas, dude. Oh, bless you.
God bless you there.
Every time we go from inside to out and it's bright, I'm gonna sneeze. Don't bother saying bless you, thank you in advance.
Gazoon tight.
Sun allergy.
It's not. It's
Mike.
Coated sneeze reflex.
Yeah, Lubbock's freezing. 38s.
It's called photic sneeze reflex.
We have the largest non-destructive inspection lab in North America here for x-rays and that sort of thing. You know, when you go to the dentist or the doctor and they give you an x-ray. And that's in this building over here. And NASA does some cool stuff. Not only do we x-ray airplanes, but a couple of years ago, a fellow by the name of Dr. Bacher, and you may have seen him on TV. He's an archaeologist and a paleontologist, and he always wears a scruffy cowboy hat and a big beard and stuff. Well, that's Dr. Bacher, and they brought a dinosaur here. And the reason they brought the dinosaur here is it was the most complete fossil of a dinosaur ever found. As a matter of fact, they didn't even call it a fossil, they called it a mummy, because it still had soft tissue, had scales, had really, really cool stuff. And so they wanted to bring it here because he was the guy that 40 years ago expounded the theory that dinosaurs were not really reptiles, they were the precursors to birds. And they had a 4-valve heart, and they had warm blood, the whole 9 yards. So it kind of turned the paleontology world inside out. This was the first time that they were able to prove that a dinosaur had a 4-chamber heart. And so they brought it here, and they were here for a couple of weeks doing all kinds of imaging. Unfortunately, they couldn't find the heart. But they did find the intestines. They could even measure what that dinosaur had for his last meal 65 million years ago. So it was pretty amazing stuff.
I didn't know that. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That first.
Yeah, who tweeted that first?
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
I'm getting ready to look at a DN trail.
Even on the bus it says just
Oh, sorry.
By the way, some of the stuff that was inside the gut, pine needles. Those were pine trees even way back when. So all these paintings and pictures that we see of prehistoric times during the dinosaurs, and it's all ferns and things like, yeah, there were ferns and things like that, but there were also pine trees, which is pretty amazing. Okay, let's go here. This is a hangar that we're not using much of anymore because this is where the shuttle training aircraft used to be. So when these guys, when they go up into space on the orbiter, when you come down, it's just a big glider, and you only got one chance. So we had 3 shuttle training aircraft that were Gulfstream airplanes that were highly modified. And of course, he's the guy that could tell you about that. But they would go into the training scenario, which was L over D, lift over drag, and the aircraft would pitch way down. The landing gear would come out, and you'd go into full reverse thrust.
Reverse thrust in the airplane and actually simulate the nose down approach of a shuttle. So coming in, it's pretty amazing.
and they got to do a whole bunch of those. This is a pass-fail, right?
Yeah, pass fail.
And
Pass
I've tried
fail with laughter and crying.
Yeah, I've tried to simulate her. I've tried to simulate her a number of times, which is a ground simulator, and I crashed it every time. You can't be pulling a lot of G's. What, 4 G's max on landing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd always stress it out and crash it. Okay, so this hangar, it's kind of, well, you'll see.
Good eye.
Well, you'll see.
It's my sixth sense.
Yeah, it is,
How
isn't
best
it?
I can.
Oh yeah, you're out. Yeah, I know someone. What you do.
Excellent. Wow. Good step. Yeah. I don't know.
This is it's the engine off one of the Shuttle training aircraft, which we no longer have. We disposed of those. We got some spare engines, a Rolls-Royce engine. It's a pretty good size engine. There are bigger engines around. But this is only a piece of it. This is what we call the core.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, feel free to take it.
No, you didn't push me hard. It like I think it does me.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Wes, do you know where the shuttle training aircraft ended up going?
No, they didn't bone the order. They some went to museums.
Okay.
The last one, we had a company, we had a subcontractor come down and they stripped it down because it wasn't
For
flying.
like an in-flight simulator.
No, they just, put them on a stick. Like a museum. One went to Seattle.
Oh yeah, the Museum of Flight.
The Museum of Flight in Seattle is one of the finest aviation museums in the world.
I got one of them on there.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, one of our former astronauts is the director up there. She's just fun people. But yeah, they took the last one. They took the wings off. They took the tail. I mean, it was just a Hulk. So I don't know. They got to take it someplace and put it back together. But it takes a lot of money to maintain these things. It's kind of like the zero G up on a stick at the airport. It costs a lot of money to maintain that thing. It needs paint and things like that because it deteriorates, especially in a climate like this. We get so much corrosion. This is why our corrosion specialists are so important. So when we strip wings off an aircraft and get up into those wing boxes where you have the attach bolts, the T-38, there's only 4 bolts that hold that wing together.
Golly.
So you want to make sure that if there's any corrosion, we get in there and X-ray and do eddy current, all sorts of non-destructive inspections to make sure that everything is just absolutely the way it needs to be according to specifications. If it's not, then you got to fix it. Got to find a way. And that's why we have a whole slew of engineers too: aerospace engineers, aviation engineers, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, all working together to maintain these airplanes. Plus, we modify the hell out of them too. Okay, come on down.
Here's your quote of the day. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Alright. 1, 2, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 3.
Tag it. Thrust.
We used to have 33 T-38s at one time. We had 100 and some odd astronauts. Once the shuttle program went away, but it headed that way down, we don't need to maintain that many aircraft. So we've taken some of these airplanes, we've stripped them down, we've taken all the good stuff out of it. And so these are just hulks. We have several in storage at El Paso,
Hangar
facility at El Paso. By the way, the reason we have a facility in El Paso, or had, is the astronauts would fly the aircraft, the shuttle training aircraft from here, go to El Paso, and they'd stay at El Paso for a number of days, and they would do their flight training, that landing, that L over D, over white sands. So you're not going to hurt anybody, the airspace is pretty clear, you don't have to, a whole bunch of traffic here and there. So white sands is perfect for that.
Which kind of aircraft we refer to affectionately as a hangar queen.
Yeah. Affectionately. So we strip them, take all the serviceable parts out of them, but we still maintain those T-38. So rather than going out to other vendors to buy parts, when parts break, because like anything else mechanical, it's going to break once in a while. We have a store of parts on hand. That's a lot, a lot better for the taxpayer. This is what happens when you strip an avionics bag. Anybody know what avionics are? Right? It's only electronics on board the aircraft. It's aviation electronics, and it's so we strip everything out of here, put it into supply, code it, wrap it, inspect it, rewrap it, and it's there in case we need it. So there's no part of an airplane. There's no part of an airplane, if you took panels off, that's just empty. There's stuff everywhere inside of an airplane. And that's why we have these specialists that work on different things, whether it's avionics gear, or whether it's a hydraulic system, or pneumatic systems, or airframe systems, corrosion control, NDI, just a whole lot of different shops, a lot of different specialists, people working on their specialized equipment. Let's see.
We got about 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Get that quick.
I did.
This is everybody here? 5 minutes, man. I could spend 3 hours. And I don't do this for a living. I got other stuff to do. This is our balance room. Most people never get a chance to come in here. This is our balance room. This is where they balance the rotors inside the engines, and they balance them to the weight of a dollar bill, which is a gram. And if any cyclists here? Any cyclists here? High-end bicycles, you know, you've got a wheel and you've got spokes. It's so balanced, the bearings are, and the wheel is so balanced that because it has a, what do you call that air thing? A valve, the air valve. I can take the wheels on my bike and just let it sit. And because it senses, because of the weight of that valve, the wheel will start to turn, come around, come down again, back and forth, until it finally bottoms out at the valve.
Wow.
Well, these engines don't spin at, 20 miles an hour. It's like 38,000 revolutions per minute. It's like super fast. So if it's out of balance, you're going to have pieces flying everywhere. So we have a guy, Richard Way, who's been doing this forever, and he has these little balance machines here, here, here. Puts these rotors in there, whips them up, and it's just like balancing the tires on your car, but a little bit more refined. So come on, we have like 5 minutes, so I want to take you through. Oh, what's going on? Ready? This is, which section is this?
That is the hot section.
This is a hot section. We only got to
pull that lid off.
If you want to take a look, this is a hot section of one of the T-38 engines. And the bearings and, like I say, the hot section, that's what we need. Got it? Got it? Now I want to show you the big one, and then we'll leave. This is the engine shop. I mean, this whole area is the engine shop. This is where we overhaul jet engines. You wouldn't think that, a whole bunch of dirty, greasy mechanics work here. But everything is so controlled because of the importance of not having any foreign object damage in an engine. Everything is so well controlled that I can show you here on parts, bits and pieces. Everything's controlled. Everything, doesn't matter where it is. Different parts, different pieces, caps, plugs. Everything is controlled. Part number, stock number, so that you know where everything is at any given time. There's no room to be leaving tools around anywhere. You've got a toolbox and it's all shadowed. You do an inspection before a job, during a job, after a job, and then at the end of every day. That's got to be signed off by your supervisor. We want to make sure we maintain absolutely zero defects, because that's the only way to do it. Only way to do it. Okay, if we just go down here and see our spares room.
Would have cooked me.
We can tell you, you may be eligible to refinance your mortgage under the expanded provisions of HARS.
Yes, I'm trying. Spares.
This is where we keep our spares. These little guys here, J85s, 40 years old. These are the guys that rebuild these things, tear them down, put new parts in them, recondition old parts, put them back together. And if you need an engine, bang, it slides on a rail. I wish my car was like that. Hook this right up to it, slide this rail down, hook it up to the aircraft after the boat tail is off, disconnect all the wires and the fuel lines and all that, slide that puppy out, put another one in, hook up everything. Then we take it to the next building, which is a test cell, where they'll do a run. But anyway, these are spares. This is what I want to show you. This is that big W.
Wow.
This has been stripped. This one we call the core. This has been stripped of all the stuff that makes it work. This one here has not been stripped yet, and you can see all the stuff. Well, no, that's been stripped too. Yesterday it wasn't. These guys work too fast. Yeah, this side still hasn't been stripped.
I think you got it right.
All kinds of neat stuff on this thing. Pretty high-tech stuff. Yeah, this one hasn't been stripped either.
Huh?
You want to be warm?
Yeah. Oh, you want me to get in here?
No. I'm saying it's not often you see that.
Yeah.
I like that door.
Huh?
Door to nowhere.
Last guy only did it once.
Yeah. That door overhead, he's the last guy.
We got another one in maintenance control. I think it was
Yes,
Bob
it-
Red or somebody. Somebody found it. They sent it to us. The funny thing is, it's not Vanessa. But on the bottom, it's like Peter Lawford is one who's right there.
You know, the day they landed on the moon was also the day of Chappaquiddick accident with yeah. And
Was
I
it
remember
really?
it's like, you ended up at Kennedy's.
No kidding. I remember the day that happened. I was just finishing up basic training with the All right.
Isn't that cool?
1, 2, 3. Oh, it's taking it. It is really fast. I didn't think it was taking.
Put to get a picture of the batteries closer.
Isn't it?
The hot section. Make sure we have everybody.
Throw that under the hood of my truck, see what it does.
Measuring Armstrong?
What?
4 foot nothing.
Is that for Twitter, Joe?
Looking at the markings.
Markings of.
I think it was
I may need that here in a bit.
Oh, different guys.
Yep.
All right.
I will not trip on the stairs this time, though.
Really bad, 80%.
I'm at 72. She's about to start freaking out. Watch your step on these.
When does she start freaking out?
70.
Oh.
My pleasure.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Wes. I appreciate it. Libby's got a picture of a power strip.
Nice. Nice.
I think we got everybody. Yeah.
I've got one in my backpack if we need it.
Okay, do you go back to menu
Yes, sir.
control? Good. What a great day, huh? Who's going to Mardi Gras Galveston tonight?
Want to?
It's going to be crazy. It's a little chilly. Never imagine you not being out. This is a little rock. I just happen to see it, pick it up. Every morning and every afternoon, everybody breaks out into different sections and we do a fog walk. Every morning to pick up stuff like this. Something as simple as that will take a $4 million engine and make it trash. So if you don't want to
Fog
go
walks. Huh?
I just found the washers.
You found the part of the engine that actually got busted.
we'll leave that to the guys on the floor.
Oh, nice. You win the FOD walk.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wes. I appreciate it.
You can sign a picture for me and drop it off. I absolutely will. Absolutely will.
Okay, guys, we'll head to the bus. And, a little bit behind schedule, but we can make it. Cecilia will cut some
Worth it. She's due next month? Okay. That was close.
Hormones, just really.
Thank you.
Good luck when that time comes. Hey, there's another plug for you.
Libby, did you get that outlet right there? Okay.